That's just something that a queen is just not going to tolerate any of. I can be very slick at the mouth, and I can be very sarcastic. And if I'm really not in tune, I can be very condescending, or should I say I used to be. I've evolved and become a more mature man, because language is spiritual. And the words you allow a man to speak over your life are establishing a corresponding mindset.
I have been very vocal about how misogyny plays an inconspicuous role in the interpersonal communication between black men and women. I see a lot of these interactions and attacks on the individuality of the black woman as intentional, and it is an effect of the misogynoir. So I went ahead and pulled up an article on verbal abuse to children. And since a lot of men see women as children anyway, this will be effective in proving my point. The most important thing I want you to get out of this is exposure to verbal abuse sustained over a long period of time has significant harming effects that go beyond low self-esteem. Because the brain regions that process language also control the insides of our body, verbal abuse also impacts heart rate, glucose level, and the flow of chemicals that support our immune system. Words are often tools for regulating human bodies. Other people's words have a direct effect on your brain activity and your bodily systems, and your words have the same effect on other people, whether you intend to or not.
So what happens is a man starts calling you out of your name. A man starts referring to you as a female dog. And I know that's a word that we throw around today, like hello.
Like, babe, you my bitch now. Like, babe, you my bitch now. You know I don't mean no disrespect, I just talk different. Nigga, my little bitch is a masterpiece.
Out of your name. A man starts referring to you as a female dog. And I know that's a word that we throw around today, like hello. Because language is spiritual.
Because language is spiritual. Often done quite casually, black women have been degraded, demeaned, devalued, and told that they were less than nothing for over 40 years in the making. Let's go over some of these lyrics. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Once again, I gotta punch a bitch in her shit. I'm icy, bitch. Don't look at my wrist, because if you do, I might blind you, bitch. I know she like chocolate men. She got more niggas off that Cochran. You ain't no better because you don't be fucking rappers. You only fuck with actors. You're still getting fucked backwards. Jay-Z. My little sister's birthday. She'll remember me for a gift. I had 10 of my boys take her virginity. Bizarre. So not only are we appropriating verbal mental abuse and sexual exploitation, but we're also appropriating graping. A sister, as a gift from her brother, gets a train ran on her to traumatize her and demean her and devalue her for life. This is misogyny, and this has been casually put into and interlaced into our music for over 40 years. Studies are showing that black women are disproportionately unalived at 3 times the amount of other phenotypes. Yet we ignore this constantly and don't make the correlation of how we have been conditioned to be okay with violence, vile, cruel mistreatment and discarding of the black woman for over 40 years, and it's casually interwoven into our music and into our culture and seen as a permanent fixture. So when someone brings it up, the first pretense is to be defensive, not realizing that in every area, from every aspect, the language has been attacking the black woman spiritually for longer than some of us have been alive. And that causes deformities for which we are seeing today. Peep game. What I want you guys to look at is the last line in What is a Misogynoir? Stereotypes about black women are generally based in misogynoir. It is also an attempt to limit their ability to assert themselves. I'm going to say this again. Limit their ability to assert themselves.
Her mindset is three main things. She's cooperative, she's smart, and she's agreeable.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad that motherfucker gone. Oh, we can breathe. No, homie. He was helping us. Yeah, he was bringing them bitches down to a level where they needed to be. Look us eye to eye. Cause for a long time, them hoes been looking down on us since that TLC song, I Don't Want No Scrub. Nigga in the passenger side of his best friend ride. Bitch, so?
Now question, how in the hell you gonna be agreeable with masculines that think like this?
Look us eye to eye. Cause for a long time, them hoes been looking down on us.
And the sad part is anybody from anywhere can talk this way about black women and nobody bats a fucking eye. And as much as many say this is relegated to a minority of men, this is a lie. This is global. This is the reason for the great divestiture from black women. We're starting to break free from this spell that tells us we are nothing and we are less than nothing if we are not chosen by a man. Because we're starting to realize that a lot of the mentality and the constructs which seem to be fixed in the mind of a majority, not all, but a majority of men of color is so dangerous. It is now a matter of life or unaliving to decide to be with some of these men because of the deplorable way that they believe black women should operate. There's no secret that there isn't a kink for black suffering, and even more so the suffering of black women. So to maintain our sovereignty and our peace, we're just saying, fuck it. And the truth is, guys, I always say, if the math ain't mathing and the patterns are patterning, you pay attention to the fucking pattern. They have shown us the way they think on a larger scale. They have shown us the way that they choose to interpersonally connect with us. And they've also shown us that they have no interest in inner development and healing. They just want us to fall in line. And by any means necessary, they will exact force, including psychological and physical warfare, to gain compliance. It's getting to the point where it's getting sick out here now. And it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it to have a nuclear family and to lose your dignity, your soul, and your sense of self.